and that's what I think residual hauntings are, so it makes sense.
10 or 20?
10 or 20 what? I'm going to try and see if we can get interaction, but I think it's residual.
Come down now. From the stage. Think before you do.
Ominous warning. And Megan from Travelers Paranormal. So we were at the Pioneer Cemetery and the Monument to Meriwether Lewis, and now we are going to walk along part of the old Natchez Trace trail. The trick is Megan is listening to the S-Box, so she doesn't know what I'm saying, but she's carrying the video camera. So hopefully I'll stay on camera and you'll get a good video, and hopefully we'll get some interactions. We were doing pretty well over at the Pioneer Cemetery. So let's go over here onto the old trace. You guys know from our other videos, usually I need to stay close to Megan so she can hear what she's hearing. And as a result, she always gets to be on video. I never do. So now, she's got the camera.
Here they come.
Oh. Now, as we were talking about in the Pioneer Cemetery, we do have a tendency of getting a lot of residual haunting in this area. We've heard the sounds of what may be robberies. So
one more try.
I'm going to see if we can get anything that interacts or
right there.
I'm Johanna. This is Megan. If there's someone who would like to...
I'm counting. I'm taking inventory.
Okay, so I think this location is fantastic for residual haunting. And I think that's
more coming too.
I think that's what Megan's hearing. So in case you haven't seen our other videos...
Maybe 3, wait.
23 weeks. In case you haven't seen our other videos in this area, behind us is the location where on October 10th, 1809...
They passed.
Meriwether Lewis mysteriously may have been murdered, committed suicide, we're not sure. The Natchez Trace was an important path for economics.
I'm scared to death.
So yeah, I think we're definitely hearing more residual. It was a dangerous path. There would be a lot of robbers and highwaymen waiting out, because a lot of people would take their goods down the Mississippi
Almost
River.
Time now. Almost.
They would take their goods down the Mississippi River and then travel back on land using this old path. And going back before European settlers, Native Americans also used this as a path. It goes from Nashville, Tennessee to Natchez, Mississippi, and if you ever get a chance, it's 440-something miles. It's a beautiful drive.
Wait, they're in the way.
Who's in the way? I'll see if we can get a response, but I think it's residual.
They'll come out here.
So imagine, if you can, some kind of like highwayman hiding back there in this dense brush.
Your friends are calling.
Waiting for the next group of travelers to come. It was a long path. People would take days to travel it. So it was hard to hear from people, so they wouldn't be expecting...
I think they passed. I only saw 2.
We don't mean to scare you or cause you any harm.
Is that fire?
We're just travelers passing through. We're no danger. Would you like to speak to us? My name's Johanna. This is Megan. Could you tell me your name?
It's dangerous. Bring an army.
We are no threat to you. Part of the history of the Trace is
No, we don't need it.
During the War of 1812, troops moved back here, but I feel like she might have heard someone warning someone like the Trace is dangerous. Bring someone with you, and someone else throwing caution to the wind and saying we don't need it. That's how I imagine that conversation going. If you've seen our other videos, you know that we really believe in place memories, and that's what I think residual hauntings are, so it makes sense.
10 or 20.
10 or 20 what? I'm going to try and see if we can get interaction, but I think it's residual.
Come down now. From the stage. Think before you do.
Ominous warning. Come down from the stage. Are you performers? Are you traveling from Mississippi or to Mississippi? The weeds say crunchy fall and the mosquitoes say spring.
Guard the mail.
Okay. Is there someone here with us? Could you make a noise and let us know where you are?
Please do.
I don't know if that's a response to me or more of the mail conversation.
We're coming through.
Do you need us to move aside out of your way?
Allow me to assist you.
Yes. What are you carrying with you?
Highwayman.
Yeah. I feel like a highwayman.
It's a trap.
Allow me to assist you.
I'm a builder.
You're a builder? Are you traveling to Mississippi or away from Mississippi? Looking for work?
I don't have many things.
No. I wonder if that's residual again. Kind of saying to like the robber, no, I'm a builder. I don't have
For heaven.
I'll tell you though, this stuff doesn't disappoint for the residual communication.
Be careful.
The person who said they're a builder, if you can hear me, can you tell me your name?
That's a warning for you.
Look how beautiful this path is with the trees overgrown.
You've reached Hohenwald.
Huh. So that is actually where we are. Hohenwald, Tennessee. That is where Meriwether Lewis on, as I said, October 10th, 1809, stopped at Grinder's Stand for the night. Taking a picture of this beautiful path. He stopped at Grinder's Stand for the night, and
Hey, what's up?
hey, how you doing?
Behind you, on the right.
What am I looking for? What's behind me on the right?
Waiting.
Who's waiting?
Harry,
Harry?
turn.
Which way should I turn? And I'm asking questions, trying to interact, but there's no guarantee that anyone's hearing me or reacting to me.
Back here, in the woods.
How many are you?
Victim.
You saying you're the victim of a crime? Were you the victim of a crime here?
I was robbed.
Can you tell me the year? So we can figure out...
Jesse.
Jesse. So we can figure out when it was? What year or date were you robbed?
He shot off. He wasn't caught.
The person who robbed you wasn't caught. Was your name Jesse? Or was your robber Jesse? If you can tell us when you were robbed.
Walking.
Walking.
Guided by a fool. This place is different.
Did you have a guide who kind of...
I took a lot.
Did you have a guide who led you into that robbery? Maybe they didn't know what they were doing or they were in on it?
Chaotic.
How many were in your traveling
Make
party?
right with the Lord.
Can you tell me how many were traveling?
John Husted.
I can look up that name, see if I can find anything about it. Is that your name?
You'll never win. Pecans.
John, are you the one speaking?
Shooting from the hip.
That is like an old phrase, I think. Like, you think gunmen?
You have no friends here.
I'd be concerned if I didn't think that was residual.
We can fight them.
Do you know how many of them there are? So fork in the road. Nice to go after travel. Alright. So a lot more residual haunting. Not so much intelligent. It makes turning off Rasbox now. Thank you to anyone who was watching, taking a trip down the Natchez Trace with us. A dangerous road, still very important path, but, I mean, a hot spot for residual energy. We are in the middle of nowhere, and Megan's not picking that up from a radio station, alright? I think that's memories of events that have occurred here and along the trees. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a good time and enjoyed kind of listening to that. Anyone who's doing paranormal investigating in the area of Tennessee, come to the Natchez Trace. If you want to hear residual haunting and a connection to the past, come to the Natchez Trace. So thank you.
And also make sure you support national parks and stuff like this so that we can continue to preserve our history and be able to investigate it. Thank you.